what I want to share with you today are some of the common marketing money wasters that I have found, I have experienced for myself, and I also find clients experiencing as well. And so I don't want you to make these same mistakes. So if you're brand new to either my network here on FB or one of my pages or over on LinkedIn, welcome. My name is Gina Tassinelli. If we haven't met before, I am the CEO and owner of Hype Media. We are a social media marketing agency as well as Stylishly Branded, which is our consulting division. And we work with small businesses, national brands, personal brands, experts, thought leaders, coaches, consultants to help you ignite your visibility and sales on social media with real strategies that actually humanize your brand and get you real connections and make you revenue. So with that said, I'm all about working smarter, not harder, and also not wasting my money, right? Especially in the times that we live in today, things can feel scary, but there are some things that you can really stay away from in your small business when it comes to marketing so that you really put your dollars where they're going to be most effective and efficient for you. And so I'd love to know, do you love wasting money? I don't think so, right? So drop a no if you love wasting money. I'm sure that you don't. Okay. So the first thing that I find, and this is actually something that's very, very common. You might be doing it right now. And look, as somebody who is an expert in marketing, this is my lane. So it's what I eat, live, sleep, breathe all day long for the last 15 years or so. All right. So if you're not a marketing expert, many times you're not going to know better. And so that's why I want to share these with you. But that's why number one is actually on the top of this list. And it's using social media to build a following. I see this all the time. Many businesses think, oh, if I have a larger following, I'm going to have a larger bank account. And it does not work that way, especially the way social media platforms are nowadays. You don't get the same amount of reach. It's not about the followers. It's about the platforms that are going to gain conversations with your followers, with your audience, that are going to gain momentum to inspire them to take action on how you're showing up, on your content, on the things that you're promoting. So forget about having a huge following. A huge following in high school and you care about popularity in middle school, but that's not the case in business. Okay. So we're adults. We're here to really serve our clients, make an impact, and you don't do that with a large following. After being in this business for, like I said, officially 15 years, but really technically 14 years since I broke off from corporate and started my own company. If you go check out my Instagram, I have a very small following, but we're a successful company. We've moved from, myself being a solopreneur to a team of 9 amazing humans now. So you don't need to have a huge following, but a strategy is something you definitely need to have in place. Okay. So you want to put your focus, your attention in places that are going to make sense, but you got to do that with a strategy. Okay. Number 2 is expecting too much way too soon. And this is something that even, I think especially for us solopreneurs, where we go into business on our own, maybe we don't have a huge capital to start business, to invest in our business. We expect things way too soon. And so there's studies that have shown that 50% of businesses fail within 2 years. Small businesses, startup small businesses, right? And the issue with this is that we have overblown expectations. We want results within months. I even see this with successful small business owners and businesses, companies that are launching a brand new product. And if they don't get the results that they expect within a few months, they just throw it out the door and then start something new, right? So there's no point in that. What is the point in even spending a few months of your life hustling and trying to ramp up your business? This is not a sprint. It really is a marathon. I see people come and go all the time. So we want to be in that mindset to understand that we need to give ourselves time. It takes time to test our services, to, understand what our clients really need, to make adjustments as we go, to our own services, to the way that we're delivering our services to our clients, to our products. So that all takes time. So I typically say give it a 2-year ramp up. Even if you've been in business for a while, but you have a new service, product, or offer, give it a couple years. We just recently started working more on a consulting basis with individuals, and it took me a couple years to get that going. So we need to give ourselves time. Number 3 is not understanding your audience. And this one actually is really at the top of the list as well. So not understanding your customers. What is it that is going to resonate the most with them? And so we really need to understand what is in their hearts, in their minds. What are their behaviors like? What is their lifestyle like? We need to do this before we can define our strategy and then our plan to support that strategy. If we don't know what our audience is really looking for and how we can help them, they're not going to buy from us. And everything that we put out there is just a waste of time, money, energy, and effort. Okay, so we need to figure out what to say, how to say it to them, and where to say it to them. And that's really by understanding your audience. Number 4 is not knowing where your audience is actually coming from. And so rather than just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks, when it sticks, you think you've got this momentum, but you're not really analyzing where did they come from. You want to pay attention to what is working. So how do we do this? Ask, where did you hear about us? So if you get most of your clients from referrals, you want to do more referrals, more referral asking, right? Requesting. If you get most of your clients from your emails, you want to understand, how did they get into your email? Was it from maybe a post? Was it from networking? Was it from a lead magnet, something that you offered for free? And, they gave up their email address and their name for that. So we want to understand where we're getting our clients from, how we're attracting them, and then we want to do more of that. Number 5, this is one that as an ad agency, we also run ads for our clients. This is a big one, and it's doing one big ad campaign and then putting all your eggs in that basket and hoping that works. And so most of us, as small businesses, we have limited marketing budgets, right? So if you're throwing all your money into one ad campaign and hoping that it works, I'm going to tell you it's going to fail. In fact, we are very selective when we say yes to running ads for our clients and even for new clients. There is an assessment process that our clients go through, because what I have found over all of these years is that if your product, it's not a proven product, service, or offer, most likely your ad campaigns are going to fail. If you don't know who your audience is, your ad campaigns are absolutely going to fail. If you don't have your messaging right, the ad campaigns are going to fail. So there's testing that needs to be done as well, and you need to be patient with that. And depending on your budget, that testing can be super fast or it can take a longer period of time. We had a client not too long ago, last year, just a few months back, that wanted us, they had a set advertising budget for us to use. And then because of the holidays, they wanted us to double that. And I told them, no, I would not. And I'm super transparent when I work with my clients. If I think something's going to fail and it's not going to benefit them, I don't want them to lose money. So we told them, no, we wouldn't do it. And I'm glad that we did it, because the ad world during the holidays is highly competitive. And so they didn't have the right strategy in place in order to make it work. And it was also very last minute in order to implement the strategy that I would have put into place, right? So you want to be really careful about how you go about any ad placement. And, it doesn't matter the platform. Number 6 is not tracking your marketing well enough. So not paying attention to your analytics, whether that's on Google, whether it's on the social media platforms, not understanding your KPIs, your key performance indicators, what's working, what's not working. Why do people engage so much on this piece of content and not on that one? So that all needs to be analyzed as well, so that you know what to do more of. Number 7 is trying to do way too much, trying to be on every single platform because the gurus are telling you that you need to, because TikTok is trending or because reels are trending, but you don't have maybe your messaging down or your audience right. So trying to do way too much with limited resources. And so I highly, highly encourage you that if you really need to step up your social media marketing game, that you work with an expert. And you will find that time is money and your money will be placed in the right place, but also ask the right questions. Okay. And that's why people come to us. So if that is something that you need help with, just you can drop it down below. That's what we're here for. Number 8 is you haven't adjusted your marketing strategy in years, right? So marketing evolves and really quickly these days, faster than, than the times that you change your underwear. So at the time that I'm speaking right now, something new has probably just popped up on one of these platforms. So marketing constantly changes. And if you're still stuck, even 2 years ago, you are behind the 8 ball. So I hope that that was helpful. I'm going to do a quick little recap. So 8 marketing money wasters to stay away from. Number 1 is using social media only to build a following. Number 2, expecting way too much out of your marketing and then giving up too soon. Number 3, not understanding your audience. What is it that they want? What do they need help with? What are their behaviors? What is their lifestyle? Number 4 is not knowing where your clients are coming from. How are you attracting them so that you can do more of that? Number 5, doing one big ad campaign and hoping that that works without testing, without taking into consideration of the factors of how it actually works. Number 6 is not tracking your marketing results and understanding what's working, what's not working, and then doing more of what is working. Number 7, if you're trying to do way too much all on your own and not investing in support. And number 8 is not adjusting to the current marketing times with your marketing strategy. If you're still stuck a year ago, 2 years ago, you are way behind the ball. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful. All right, I will see you then. Bye.